So, with that enthusiasm and everything, there's a well said quote: if you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. So, with the great spirit, let us welcome our first speaker for the day, Mr. Mohammed Saad, Director General, Federation of International Trade, Education and Culture, FITEC. Mr. Mohammed Saad is a graduate and a postgraduate in commerce from Delhi University. He has done a course in business management and systems management. He has worked with various reputed organizations like Federation India Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Matsushita Japan, Advent Marketing Company, Saudi Arabia and UAE, NICT Institute and Association of Manipal University. He has an experience of training more than 10,000 students. He has published many articles and books on management and entrepreneurship. He has visited 6 countries and represented India in IT field in Birmingham, London as part of delegation. Today, sir would be addressing on the topic entrepreneurship, a real challenge for creative minds. We welcome you, sir. Over to you.
Good morning, everyone. It's been really a pleasure for me to join this session, and I'm really thankful for Mr. Faisal inviting me for this occasion. And recently, Mr. Bhupender Som, discussed about the quality of the student as well as, the main aspect of the student, how a student can grow and make out his life as a successful person. It is very important for all of us that before having the degrees, before having a professionalism, we need to have you know a good citizen. We need to have you know become or to give more to our society. We have certain principles. That's what I always discuss with my students. Hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes, ma'am. So it is always important for all of us that we should go on certain principles. Seeking this time, I would like to say a few principles of mine which I normally follow. First of all, that is contribution to society. The second one, fairness and honesty, cooperation and team spirit, untiring efforts for improvement, courtesy and humility, adaptability and gratitude. So if these things being followed, normally, certain people have their own way of doing work on, or your own way of doing activities. So that should be fair and honest. So to begin with, Ms. Soumya Sin ma'am, is this the interactive session? Can any student answer those queries or questions?
No, sir, students cannot answer because the chat is disabled for them.
Fair enough. So, I would like to share, you know, uh, the as been mentioned in this session, that entrepreneur is the real challenge for creative mind. During these days, we are just normally seeing that due to this COVID-19 virus, the many things got changed, and people who've been traditionally taking the classes on the campus and all, it has not been started as of now. But to make this challenge, to make this period, a real positive for us, there are many solutions on it. So that's what, came out as a online, you know sessions, online classes. So that what it has been the solution for this time. So I would do like to share one presentation of mine. So that is on entrepreneurship. Can it be seen, Miss Somya, ma'am?
Yes, sir, we can clearly see.
Okay. So, as a young citizen of India, armed with technology, knowledge, and love for my nation, I realize small aim is crime. So, these words being said by our former President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So, it has been the challenge for every entrepreneur, every business people to make out their own way, to come out of this situation, to come out of this arena. And seeing this, the scenario, one has to equip themselves to fight with this situation and to, make out the way out of no way. So rather, I would say that entrepreneurship a real challenge for creative mind. You need to be active. You need to be a bit creative. You need to think beyond the normal, minds. Once you have that kind of habit, so there is no way who can stop your way. So that is the thing which makes you apart from the normal people. So who's an entrepreneur? Men and women who set up and manage their own business with extraordinary skill. Extraordinary skill may be seen at the time of, odd times, I would say. So entrepreneurship as an activity that aims at starting, establishing, and increasing the size of an enterprise that produces market goods and services. Important expressions: motivation, taking initiative, organizing resources, taking risk, and innovation. That innovation is the mark for an extraordinary entrepreneur, extraordinary business people. So innovation makes you, apart. You are not in a queue of business people. You are apart from that queue, who makes you a real successful businessman. Important functions: searches for and discover economic opportunities, evaluates the economic opportunities, arranges for financial resources necessary for the enterprise, make time-bound arrangements, take ultimate responsibility for management of the enterprise. Is the ultimate certainty risk bearer? There is a function. Is responsible for providing motivation with the enterprise, because for a businessman, many people being associated with this. First of all, the employees been dependent on that entrepreneur. The second one, that is vendors been associated for with this business, person or an entrepreneur. And the third one, that is your customers, for whom you've been working for. And the fourth one, the last one, I would say your family and yourself. So think before yourself, think before your family. That three, you know, being network associated with you: the vendors, the customers, as well as your employees. So these, after, you know, looking after those people, you may think about yourself and your family, and that is the charm of it, that give you the satisfaction of, or I mean say, just like a parent, you know, being, they fed up their children before themselves. So searches for and discover new economic information, translate these information, new markets, techniques, and goods, provide leadership to the workers. So time to time, as Mr. BK Som just, you know, mentioned, the leadership qualities need to be inherent in yourself. If you've been a good leader, you could be the best business person in your life. The entrepreneurial person, the charm of being the entrepreneur. One one has to be, you know, the to know about this, the charm of being an entrepreneur, that you become your own boss. You have your own decisions, you have your own activities to do, you have your own plans. So that is, you know, the thing which makes you, you know, different from the normal person. You no longer waste your energy and time looking, so you can use, you can earn a hefty income. Your successful enterprise can bring you unlimited returns. So you provide to the world that you are an achiever because you seek nothing less than excellence. So there's a comparison between entrepreneur versus manager. An entrepreneur, that is, you know, own boss. Manager is salaried. The second one takes own decision. The manager, you know, execute the decision of the owner. The third one, hire employees, and he or she as an employee. Uncertain rewards, which can be unlimited, fixed reward, and salary. So, I mean, the choice is always greater on entrepreneur part. So, entrepreneurial process. How much resources are needed? Where do get this required resource from? What is the market size? What machinery skill is needed? Where to get the required machinery skills, machinery or skills? How to organize the business, etc. What is the profit going to be? So that is the charm of it. So that what you can always find a relevant thing by learning these entrepreneurial process. So there are, you know, the government also, you know, supporting for different aspects, like different schemes or different, you know, opportunities. So the first of all, that price control, availability of capital, labor and other inputs, demand and structure, taxation, income distribution. So even there are certain schemes of the government where they are supporting for, you know, different entrepreneurial activity. If you look into our foreign policy, if you look into the policies of DGFT, Director General of Foreign Trade, you may find the relevant thing or relevant activities being supported by the government, and through this, like, you can, achieve, or you can target those product or services, and you can start making, production of those goods or even services, so which is being covered or given umbrella shade to the entrepreneurs. The small scale sector, the vibrant sector, it has potential, you know, more employment per unit of investment. Government attach great importance the development of the small sector. It's required for growth of medium and large scale sector, marketing and export support, and incentive benefits. So these are the things being supported by this government, and many times, like, they come out with different schemes, different policies for, as you are aware of, like Startup India, Stand Up India, Digital India. So these are all supported by the people. Though, although it is not an interactive session, so I just had a oath ceremony for all the students, those who've been willing for their entrepreneurial career. So that is the best part of it, where you can plan your business activity, can even draw some activities or planning for the business venture. Although here I would like to request, even in association with Federation of International Trade, Education and Culture, we are supporting to the newcomers of different sector for their business activities. And there are many business embassies been supporting for the new ventures, new activities, or creative ideas. So even after talking with your department, with your people being associated with the Lloyd Institute of Management and Technology, so in the later course we will discuss about the business ventures which can be even supported by our organization, and we can select best 3 ventures in whole year, so that, like, if those being carried out and can be floated, we can find out the tie-up and partners for you for those business activities, and you can enhance, you can start those activities of business for your future career. So that's all of you, and I really thankful for the inviting for such an occasion, and the for the students who've been recently joined for this session. And you need to build up the arena where you think before yourself. Before being a good professional, you need to be a good citizen. So that's all from my side. Thank you very much.